Hi, I'm Mary Adams, your Monterey County 5th District Supervisor, and it's a delight to have the opportunity just to talk to you a little bit about some of the things that are going to be coming up in the 5th District in the next few weeks. Many of you probably already know that it's time for Car Week. This year, Car Week is going to take place between August 8th and August 18th. I know it's tough because there are so many people who come to enjoy our beautiful area, and therefore it takes a little bit of time and a little bit of effort to simply get to the grocery or to make a doctor's appointment and be able to get there on time. But I'm going to give you some tips on how you can make this work for you instead of having to work against you. The first thing I want to say is that, shocking as it sounds, about 85,000 people come to the Monterey Peninsula during Car Week. Those 85,000 people generate and spend locally more than $35 million. That number continues to go higher, and it may be as high as $50 million at this point. That is in addition to the amount of money that are raised for charities and the various events that take place. So as painful as it might feel, I always like to think that there is good that comes from all of this. I know that most of us have the attitude of welcoming people to our community, but sometimes it gets a little hard when you're traveling behind someone in a car who may have a foreign license plate or may be taking their pretty little old 1937 MG out on the road and it stops right in front of you. I just urge you to be patient as you go through and watch what goes on with Car Week. Speaking of which, there are lots of events that are free and that are easily available for local residents and visitors alike. And I want to tell you about some of them. Some of them are really, really fun. And the cars are actually beautiful. Even if you're not a car person, it's difficult not to appreciate the time and the effort that the owners have put into these cars. When you see the cars on the street, if the owner is standing by, nothing makes them happier than to get to brag about how they found the car and what they've done to it. So please feel free to approach people and ask them about their cars. It really feels good to them. Some of the events that are going to take place, virtually every night you could go to a free event and see some of the great cars on display. And that will take place Friday in Monterey on Alvarado Street. Tuesday, there's going to be a classic car show that will be a cruise through and a drive-by. Concours in the Avenue in Carmel, and many, many, many other events. The one that I want to talk to you about really quickly, however, is one that's called Prancing Ponies, and it's an all-women car show. And I bring that to your attention because it has a special place in my heart. All of the money that they raise through the events that they do for Prancing Ponies is put into a special leadership program for girls. And I think that that is something that we can all be very proud of. So keep your eye out. They all have Ferraris, which is what the Prancing Pony is. So the other thing that you can do, you can find information about all of the events on the Monterey County Visitors and Convention Bureau website. But more importantly, I think, is if you go to the Monterey County website, you'll be able to touch into an interactive map that will show you where all of the events are happening and what the traffic patterns are. So please feel free to be able to look at that. Another quick thing I want to tell you about is that I took the number 22 Monterey Salinas Transit bus from the Crossroads down to Big Sur. What an enjoyable time. I was able to go down the coast, stop at Bixby Creek Bridge and do my selfie, and then get back on and continue down the coast. You can stop at a restaurant, you have time to take a little hike, get back on another MST bus, get off at Nepenthe, enjoy a sunset dinner, get back on the bus and come right back into town. It's a super way to enjoy Big Sur, especially when we're faced with so much traffic. Feel free to call me anytime. Myself, Yuri, Sarah, and Susan are always ready to help. See you next time.